What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another ball review for you guys. I think one of the most anticipated balls of 2024 so far. We are going to be taking a deep dive into the Exponent Pearl by 900 Global, and today we're going to be comparing it to one of my all-time favorites, another benchmark ball with a pearlized cover, the IQ Emeralds. Now, I know it's not out, I know you guys can't really get it, but it's an all-time favorite of mine, and I thought, why not throw a favorite ball of mine against maybe something that could be a favorite of mine. So we're gonna bowl one game, we're gonna hit the lanes, and we're gonna see what both these balls can do. So we're on a broken down version of the dragon pattern, so that's why you saw me cross 2021 on the very first shot. It's a bit broken up, we've done some videos on it, but what I see out of this ball is clean, control, predictability, and those are the things I like to see on something that's a symmetrical pearl. So we're gonna throw another one. That shot wasn't that great. Got a little forward, with my hand. I got a little forward with the body, and you know, we don't always strike in ball videos. So we're gonna show you the good and the bad, if there is any bad. We're gonna throw one more. We're gonna throw a better shot. We're gonna have better tempo. So as you can see with this ball, it's not necessarily meant to be that ball that you can move in with and really bend the whole lane. Like I said, it is a complement to the original Exponent, only with the pearl cover stock. So it still has the same core, cleaner cover, 702 blend pearl cover stock. So it's gonna obviously be weaker than your original Exponent. All right, so now we're just gonna see what the IQ Emerald does from the same exact spot. What I'm expecting it is to be is cleaner, obviously, a little bit longer. Probably have a little more shape because of the lower differential. So we'll see. I'm not guaranteed to strike here, but we're just gonna compare, see what it does. That's why I like that ball so much. What are you gonna see out of the two? It's not necessarily the IQ Emerald has more shape, but it's gonna read that middle part of the lane a little bit better, I guess, for myself, and be cleaner because of the cover. So it's gonna have more shape down lane. So we'll throw that again. What you guys are seeing right now, obviously you're seeing, oh Nate, you know, why isn't that ball, you know, running over the 8-pin or the 9-pin like the Emerald is? Numbers of the bowling ball are very important. The numbers on the Exponent Pearl, the higher RG, a higher differential than the IQ Emerald. The lower RG, a lower differential, so that ball is gonna wanna see it sooner. This one's getting a little bit longer, a little bit more behind the head pin. So what we're gonna do, there's one of two things, we're gonna do both of them. I'm just gonna soften up for one to allow the ball to do its thing, slow down on its own and go through the pins. And number two, if that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna move back right a little bit. Okay, so when I softened up and I got it to the friction, it read really hard. That's where the higher differential comes in. When it comes off of the dry, it likes to boomerang off the spot. With the Emerald, it would still kind of be like very mellow. We're gonna stick with the same ball speed, but we're gonna move farther left, just so that ball can give it time to really shape down lane. And there we go. That's a good move. So now the other move that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move back farther right. I'm gonna try to use the friction to my advantage. I'm gonna get the ball to roll in the friction and blend off the end of the pattern. So one of two things could work. Now I would probably use the friction to my advantage. I don't really like to create the shape because then that's where I get in trouble and start splitting a lot, and that's not what anybody wants to do. So I would use the friction to my advantage. We're gonna finish this game out. I'm gonna go back to the Emerald, throw another shot, and then finish the 10th frame out with the Exponent. When I get aggressive with it, it's not gonna see it as much as this when I move back to the right. That likes to be very clean because of the cover, the numbers in itself. If I'm not either in the dirt or soft enough to the left, we're gonna see stuff like that. Not saying that this is a bad ball because it's one of my favorites. That's just what I'm trying to minimize, is not get 5 or stuff that's separated. Spare shooter.
Shout out to the sponsor of this video.
Big Rickon, Dwight Adams. This ball is going to be a very unique piece in my bag when I don't need something as clean as an emerald, but I don't need something as big as maybe a Summit Peak, where that has too much motion in the back end. I will be using the Exponent Pearl. It gives me kind of the best of both worlds. A bigger core, but a clean cover. So something that is on the emerald and something that is on a Summit Peak kind of put together. And I see it in between those. If we're talking more of our current lineup, I see this ball being, you know, something after the Summit Peak, but something before a high road series. I see it falling in that category. I like bowling balls like this that I can predict that once I am getting out of my solid symmetricals that are too early, I can get into something that's just a little bit cleaner with the same kind of core. Be on the lookout for your Exponent Pearl hitting your local pro shops, and make sure you guys pick one up when it comes out. And we'll see you on the next one.